Zeke is alive because some girl built his body out of clay or something, which has to do with the paths. I'm pretty sure we've seen Ymir there. We've seen in a flashback or something, she looked up at the sky like that. I wonder who that girl is though. Let me just get back to the other. Here we go. This girl, why does she look familiar now? There was a strange girl building my body out of soil. Why does she look familiar? I feel like we've seen her before, but I don't remember. Were those the paths? So the paths, I feel like we've gotten some information on them. Once again, I don't remember, so if anyone wants to tell me if there's an episode or something I can look back on where they reveal more about that or say something about that, let me know. But right now I don't remember. I do remember, however, just Ymir staring up at that same sky. And also let me know, can I look at the lyrics for the opening and the ending? The ending song, the ending of the ending song, there we go, where Aaron kind of disappears, that kind of reaffirms my theory about him not making it. But that could also just be like symbolic. But I don't know. It was like rainbow flames and then he disappears. After he sees, he walks in the field of flowers, and there is another ending song where they're walking in like a field of flowers, I think. But I remember that being Mikasa maybe wearing that same scarf, which he gave to her. I don't remember which ending song that was though, but I'm really liking all the effort they put into symbolism with the openings, endings, and the story itself. But then in the ending song they show like Paradis, but no, it's abandoned, but it looks like a positive scene. It has a positive feel to it. So I don't know. Does that mean their plan was successful and that the euthanasia plan and that no one's there and now they can rest in peace? I don't know. That's kind of a feeling I get, but that would be horrible. Especially, you know, after what Connie said about, I don't know, maybe he wanted kids. But anyway. The episode title was Judgment. Judgment. Judgment means to judge, which means judgment definition. The ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. So an opinion or conclusion. They make subjective judgments about children's skills. Or a decision of law court or judge can't record judgments against individuals in debt. The ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. So, what or who precisely was being judged in this episode? Or who was carrying out judgment? Could it be Marley, because, you know, they expected them not to have recovered so fast, so now, but that sounds more like a revenge type of, we're coming back for you after what you did. Judgment. Let me know what are your theories, obviously based only on this episode. If you're a manga reader and you hint at things, my mods are going to be pre-approving these comments. So anything that, and these are mods that have read the manga, so if you hint at future things, they're gonna delete the comments. Or, you know, everyone's welcome to their own opinion. If you disagree with me, that's fine. But make sure that you share it, not by name calling or being excessively rude. Like, if you're like snarky, that's fine. Like, if you feel about me and you still want to share your opinion, you can do that. But remember that I do go through hundreds of comments. So please just try and, if you share your disagreement, just, you know, share your disagreement. Don't be calling me names and stuff. Because it's not worth it for me to go through comments like that. What else? Okay, judgment. Let me know your interpretations on that, especially for anime only. A new hero. That was quite an important scene to me when he mentioned Willie. Is that guy's name right? The Willie? And I already mentioned, I think that his whole speech, that whole moment was just bait. And he sacrificed his life to prove to the world. And then Eren took the bait, and they kind of, now the world fears them. Because as far as I understand it, you know, they're at war with not just Paradis. There's other wars going on. And it has been a long time since anything actively happened. Like, we know from more or less what we've been told that the reason that they hate Paradis is because before, Marlians were oppressed by Titans. And I mean, we don't know if this is 100% true, but this is what we're told, is that Titan, what do you call the Titan people again? Like, but the Titan people forced the Marlians to have their children and stuff so that they were more kids, and yeah, there was bad stuff that happened. And then Willie's family, we can assume that it might be true, but not 100%, because, you know, Willie's family intervened because there was a war happened, and then the Titans were winning, but then Willie's family betrayed the Titan people and stood with Marley, and so they drove them away, right? And so they've been gone for a very long time, and the world is still at war with other people. Like, you almost want to say there's always going to be war. We just want to limit it as much as possible, right? We want to believe that peace on earth is possible, but I'm not sure that it is, like, no fighting. But even if you believe, like, okay, well, we'll never reach perfect peace, that doesn't mean we shouldn't still pursue it. That's my belief, because if you shoot for the moon and fail, you still land amongst the stars. So even if you're going for something impossible, like amazing world peace, perfect, no one's fighting, you might not achieve it, but you're gonna get closer than you would have if you didn't try. And that's what I wanted to say about this new hero that they're talking about. I find it silly to put all your hope in one new hero. Like, I think it takes it's a generational thing, you know. One hero can go this far, and then the next one can go this far, and then the next one can go this far. Like, or not one hero, but it's not just one person. It's always. But I get the sentiment. It's maybe not meant to be literal, but it seems silly to me to put all your hope in saving the world on one person to come rescue you. You know, almost want to say be that person, but this generation can only carry you that far. And then it's like, you know, that in the Olympics when they give the stick to the next one, and then they run like 100 meters, give it 100 meters, give it. I don't know how that works, but I don't know what it's called. But that's kind of in my head, the ideal world is where we're working towards peace. And once again, refer to my Twitter banner with regards to my definition of peace. But it's not something that one generation just achieves, you know. It's something that each generation needs to build on. So that was an interesting, but anyway, a new hero part. Do they consider Willie to be, you know, he was the hero, now they need a new hero, and Willie sacrificed his life to make this proclamation to remind people, I guess, what they're facing, because people forgot, because Paradis hasn't been a major issue for, like, the military obviously sent people there and had to do with them a lot, but for your average person, the people that, and there were other people from all around the world there, right, where Willie was speaking, and if I'm wrong, you know, please correct me, but he then spoke to them and sacrificed his life to remind them what they should be. And then, yeah, in my opinion, Eren kind of took the bait and played right into Willie's plan, and now look where they are. But yeah, we'll see how this whole fight plays out. Eren looks pretty in a dire situation there at the end, but with Mikasa and them coming once again to save his ass, I'm sure that he won't, if he's gonna die, it won't be here. And then just at 1731, I just wanted to, I already mentioned the quote about Connie and how he, you know, how angry he was. Like, I really kind of resonate with that, and now it hits a harder chord, or it hits harder, thinking that, you know, they can't have, their plan, Zeke and Yelena, whatever, is to kill out their kind and force people not to be able to have children. Like, so essentially, I almost want to say Zeke and Yelena are perfect for Marley. If Marley, like, their plan is to kill out the big bad, the wolves, you know, the Titan. So in the eyes of Willie and what he said to the world, Yelena and Zeke's plan is kind of perfect. Titans are horrible. They should not exist. If they are a threat to humanity, so euthanize. That is not a, is genocide. To me, that's how I see genocide. You demonize a people that are not all objectively evil and bad and scary, and then you justify killing them based on your fear. It's not for me.